Oh, I've got to sort through all this stuff. It's Saturday. There is one sleeping kitten there. There is one kitten peeking at us through the blinds there. And there is one kitty cat down there fast asleep. But it's occasional vlog time. It is also my birthday weekend. Ooh, exciting. And it's a bank holiday weekend. Ooh, exciting. And also I get an extra day off because my work is super cool. So yeah, a 4-day weekend for me. Unfortunately 2 days for Gemma, but again, 2 days is better than one, which is what we normally get, so we'll make the most of that. Plans for the weekend? None. We are still isolating, so we're not going out anywhere because we do still have to test negative before we go to Florida in 9 days. That is not stressful at all. But today I think I'm going to start looking at prepping all of my camera equipment because it's all over the house. The thing is, I used to keep it all in a bag. In fact, the bag I used to keep it all was a Kennedy Space Center bag. Over time, it's now become full of every junk and wires and all sorts, and the cameras have been taken out of it and moved around the house. And things like GoPro frames, I keep forgetting I need to probably have a GoPro frame to hold the GoPro to the handle because my GoPro is the 7 that doesn't have the clips in the bottom. You'll know if you've got one of the more modern ones. You know they unclip from the the little tabs on the bottom. You can put it on a mount. I don't have that. I really should script this because let's be honest, I just do wander off at random. But I guess people kind of like that. But yeah, memory cards, batteries, cameras, bag, buffs, lens cloths, all that stuff. I need to start thinking about getting into one position so I can start checking memory cards, clearing them down. It shouldn't be too bad this year as I've got new ones that I'm going to use. I've got a kitten down there that's fast asleep. She's dead cute. Other than that, what we do in the weekend? Yeah, I've actually forgotten what I've already told you because I've told you about 3 times now because I keep cutting it. But we've got nice food tomorrow, which we'll show you all when we cook it. And then Monday, basically we're just going to be relaxing, to be honest, the whole weekend, I think. Probably getting out in the garden if the weather's nice. There's not a huge amount of change out there because obviously we did quite a bit of work last weekend and it's just letting that bed in, so those new plants, we've been watering them. And the kitten's just found treats in the bottom of the drawer. Look at this. Now I know for a fact, because I looked last night, some dreamies have fallen out into the bottom of that drawer. I figured the easiest way of sorting all my camera equipment out is to do a double job of sorting the camera equipment out and sorting these drawers out, because I know there's quite a lot of it in here. So if I do this, then I'll probably find half the camera equipment that I need. And then I'll have slightly cleaned the drawers to fill with more rubbish. There's actually full SLRs in that one though. But I mean, that's better than having them on the floor like they have in the past. Have you found any, mister? Anyway, enough waffling. I'm going to get this drawer cleaned out. I will take you through all the camera equipment today, I think, assuming I find it all. I'll certainly over the weekend. And the other thing I want to do is wash the car. That's probably not vlog worthy. We'll probably be doing other things like housework, tidying, cleaning. Again, not super vlog worthy. I don't mind showing the garden, but you don't need to see that I've done the pots because we'll be doing that every week. Well, this is why our YouTube channel will never be profitable. This is just first pass. I think I'll thin this out because there's far too much stuff here. There's also a couple of things missing that I'm a bit worried about. Namely, spare GoPro battery, all my memory cards. Yeah, that's a biggie. Other than the 2 new ones that I bought and the one in this camera. And the one in the GoPro and the one in that Canon. I've probably got enough memory cards as well, to be honest, but I like to have more than I need. And also the USB charger that I've got. Again, not super concerned about things like that because we're in Coronado Springs. They've got USB sockets in the walls. I will double check that, but I'm pretty sure they do. So I'll be able to charge from those. But anyway, let's have a quick run through what we've got here and see if we can make a decision about whether we need to keep it or not. So we've got a lot of USB cables. I like to have more than I need, but I think I've gone overboard. So already I can see that I've got 3, 4, 5 USB-C cables for most of our cameras use USB micro, so I'm going to thin that down to 3. I always have a spare for the phones, so I have 2 in my bag usually because we can both charge off spare batteries and things. They're always just handy to have around. What else have we got here? We've got USB micro. This is probably the one that I might need to throw a couple more in. We got 1, 2. Oh, we got 3, 4. Now we've got another USB. Oh no, that's the hard disk. That's cancel that. Another USB-C, so that's 6 USB-Cs. Yeah, I'm going to cut those down, definitely. Camera-wise, I've pulled the G7X Mark II out. I was toying with taking it. Obviously, it looks dated nowadays, doesn't it? I mean, ours is particularly rough because this did us 4 years of vlogging, and my hands do damage to the grips on cameras. So in this case, you can see the grips all fell off over the years. We do still have the skinny muff on the top there just to keep the wind noise out. The camera that I'm currently using has that built in as well. It's the ZV-1, Sony ZV-1. So in addition to all the stuff I'm showing you here, remember we've got the ZV-1 that we're currently using, this camera here, and the handle that's connected to the ZV-1 is also a tripod, a mini tripod. So that falls within Walt Disney World's rules if you're allowed to take a backpack-sized tripod into the parks. The other one being this little Manfrotto Pixie here that's very, very popular with a lot of vloggers. I think it still is to this day. So essentially what I use is one of these, but it's got Bluetooth controls for the camera on it, which is quite cool. Well, that's the G7X. There is a window mount for the GoPro. Probably will drop that because I can't see us doing much time-lapse footage. One thing I will keep though is the bag clip for the GoPro. And also I will probably keep the GoPro housing. This is the GoPro handle. This is an undecided. I've never really used it. It's, you know, I take a mount that I don't even know if I've found that actually. I need to add that on my list. But I do take a mount that the GoPro can fit on top of a camera tripod mount. So these are all like ISO fitted underneath. If I unscrew it, I'll show you what I mean. See there? So I have a mount that can sit on the top of that and hold a GoPro. So what I generally use that and then just screw the GoPro into the top of the handle I'm using. It's not on there, so we'll have to dig that one out. The microphone I bought the other week, the Rode microphone, we've primarily used that for indoor vlogging. Now, if I take this, we will get better audio on the vlogs in a certain direction because this is a directional microphone. So anything this side of this will get good audio. Anything that side of this will not. So I don't think I'm going to take it because the audio is good enough on the ZV-1 for vlogging. So, and I am trying to keep things fairly simple. Every time we go, I try and thin my equipment out further and further and further. This year, I'm probably going to end up taking a step back. What I do take, I was watching Sarah's vlog the other day, and Sarah, that sounds fun, and she runs off these Anker batteries, which are great, so I take one as well, but we take this primarily for our phones. What I take also is one of these, which is a small battery charger with additional batteries, which just pop in like so. Actually, I can take one of these to the parks with me because it's powered off USB. This one charges 2. I also have one over here that charges 3. Don't need both of these, to be honest. The only reason I bought that one was because it's actually cheaper to buy more batteries with one of these chargers than it is without. So I've got a couple of them as a result. But yeah, as you can see there, for the ZV-1 we have 5 spare batteries plus the one in the camera. That's considerably more batteries than I take for the Canon. So I should be good on a day-to-day basis. So if I'm hanging around with anyone who's vlogging on a ZV-1 and they have an urgent battery issue, I've got them sorted. As for those batteries, I do have a second one here. This one won't be coming with us. This one is quite old now. It's a TP-Link branded one that we picked up from Asda like probably nearly 10 years ago. So that one is probably hitting the end of its serviceable life. The one we will be taking though, other than the Anker one for Gemma, we'll put the Samsung one in there. The reason I'm taking this one is because it has the Q charge on it, the Qi charge, sorry. So I can actually charge my watch from this as well. So part of me is thinking I might just charge my watch from this for 2 weeks and then that saves me taking my watch charger. You've seen the Anker Soundcore Q 30, I think, headphones that I bought. So those will be coming with me for the plane. But also, because I break headphones and I've had problems with batteries in headphones in the past, I'm going to throw in my GoPro headset. Apparently, I'm not doing that. There's a piece of the GoPro, and not GoPro, sorry, the Oculus there. Meta, whatever they call it now. I'm going to throw in my wired headphones though as a spare, and my wired headphones obviously need the USB-C to wired headphone connector, of which, funnily enough, I bought that one specially at a cost of about 12 quid. While I was sorting out all this camera equipment, I found the old one, so I've now got 2 of those as well. I pulled it out earlier, but I do have a 2TB hard disk, which I will pack. This is the only thing I'll pack to back up our vlogs. First few times we did vlog, I didn't actually take any backup power supplies, and backup hard drives, and then I thought to myself, if I drop the memory card, I'm going to lose days of footage rather than just, you know, like that day's footage. So now I take this with us, and this is going to be our little backup. Memory cards go on to that. Go along with that backup. Sorry, we got 2 new 128 gig. These are SDXC Extreme fancy ones because they were on offer. They'll do 4K ultra high definition, but again, I think we'll just be doing 1080 60. To pull this together, I use this thing called a RAV Power file hub. You can't get these anymore, certainly not from Amazon, because RAV Power got kicked off at Amazon for trying to do naughties, apparently. Allegedly, I don't know. But what this does is you plug in a memory card in that end and your hard disk in this end, in there, and then you can use the app on your phone to copy the files off the hard disk onto your files off your memory card onto your hard disk. You can do it both ways, but in my case it's to copy all the day's videos off the memory card and then on to the hard disk. So as a result of using this, one thing I always do is in my camera bag, I always put a spare memory card in there. So if I have a situation where I've left my memory card in this to back up, I've forgotten to put it back in the camera, and I get to the parks and try and record and go, no memory card, got a spare one in there. The only time I ever forgot to do that was at Disneyland Paris, when I ended up having to use the GoPro to record the fireworks, which wasn't great. But yeah, I mean, that's my backup function now. I don't take a laptop with us. I don't do any editing on the holiday. We're on holiday. We're there to enjoy ourselves, not me sitting in front of a camera. Another GoPro mount. Undecided on whether I'm going to take this one. I might just throw it in because it's quite light, but this is a wrist strap, so you can use it on like a ride. You can wrist strap it to your hand. We'll see. We may take it. Lots of lens cloths. Various other bits of GoPro paraphernalia. The little bolts. Undecided on these yet. This is my Samsung Beans headphones. These ones that I got for free when I bought my phone. I do like using them, and they're quite good because I can fall asleep wearing them. The only trouble is when I fall asleep wearing them, I wake up and I have to then go and find them. This is another edition. This is actually influenced by something that happened on our 2018 trip. That at the time I would have been able to help one of our fellow vloggers, and yeah, I kind of thought, well, I'll take a pair of set of screwdrivers just in case that happens to me. But we had a camera problem where it was actually the day Steve was having trouble with his camera. These GoPros, what happens with them? I'll show you if you've got one because it's worth checking. These 2 bolts here fail. They don't fail, they start coming loose, they work their way loose, and your screen just drops off. So I'm going to throw the screwdrivers in. Additionally, you know, I wear glasses now, we both wear sunglasses, so a set of screwdrivers just to repair any glasses would be useful to have. There is our GoPro. This one is now 3.5 years old, 3 years old, 3.5 coming up to. This is the GoPro Hero 7, so I still think the quality on this one is really good for the money. And they keep advertising me, they know what they're doing. They keep advertising the new one, the Hero 10. But I'm going to just use this one because for the amount of use it gets, it's good enough. This has a battery in it at the minute, and there is a memory card in there. The issue I have is I do have a spare battery for this somewhere, and I can't find it. But I think I'm going to get away with just using one of these Anker batteries to charge it, because otherwise it's another 25 quid to buy a new battery for it. There's a spare battery for the Canon, so if we do decide to take this Canon, we do have 2 spare batteries for it. The reason I'm and ahhing about taking a spare camera is I can just leave this in the hotel in a bag. Literally all I need to do as far as packing into my hand luggage is throw the batteries in my hand luggage, because you're not allowed to put batteries in your checked baggage into the hold. For obvious reasons, batteries are a source of ignition, so could put the entire plane at danger. So all of our batteries will go in my bag, which actually isn't that bag, but I'll be taking a rucksack. All the cameras can go in the cases that I'm not using, so I'll probably throw this one in the case and just have it as a backup. And the reason for that is, on our 2015 trip, the first trip we ever vlogged, I was getting off the boat at Epcot, you know, the one that goes from the entrance to World Showcase to just by, I'm trying to think which countries it is, the one that goes towards the Canada side and the UK side. A drip of water came off the awning and landed on the microphone, and for the entire rest of the trip we had no audio on the right channel. I was lucky that we had audio on the left channel, so I could balance the channels and have mono audio for the rest of the video. But if I have something like that happen again, or some technicalities with the ZV-1, we can use this as a fallback then, so we've got a bit of redundancy in there. I mean, we can use the GoPro as fallback, but this one is better for nighttime, for fireworks, things like that. I mean, it's seen better days, admittedly, but it'll still work. In fact, I used it the other week. We do take a camera case, I think I just showed you that earlier. I was hoping the GoPro battery would be in here, but unfortunately it's not. That's just to protect this camera when it's in this bag here. And this bag is my Old Faithful that they don't make anymore. I was going to buy a new one this year, just because I love this bag so much. This is a Low Pro Sling. Now this is a Sling 1, it's like the first one they ever did, I think. They were up to like Sling 3, and then they stopped making them. The beauty of this bag, I'm selling you on a bag that you can't buy anymore. It has all these pockets around the sides, so you can put your screen cloths in there, you can put your phone in there if you're not too worried about it possibly getting pinched, and I've never had an issue in the past. You can put a couple of bottles of water in the front. I'll usually have like when I'm doing SLR stuff, which I'm not taking an SLR on this thing, I'll usually pop the lens caps and things in there. The GoPro sometimes sits in there, it's just convenient, just for 2 minutes while I'm not using it, throw it into there. But the main reason is it's just one big pouch, like this. So when you do bag check, you just open the zip and you can see right the way inside. So literally I'll just go up to bag check, and I know it's changed now and you do bag check differently, but I'll just go up to bag check, unzip the bag, open it and show them, and then good to go. The reason why I'm keeping it, even though bag check has changed, is because apparently when you're going through the metal detectors, if you've got batteries and camera equipments in your bag, you will sometimes get checked for spot checks. I think Kyle got stopped the other week, and I know some other vloggers we've been watching have mentioned they've been stopped. So I'm just trying to keep it as easy for the cast members as possible to just get in there, have a look, see everything's okay, and move on. The last thing I want is to be holding up the line, and you know, if I can get through there quick, it's good for me. I'm not taking the kitten. The other thing this has as well, I showed you the memory card slot, but I put the batteries in these two here as well, so I'll have my general chain of things is new batteries in these pockets. Anything that's used goes into the bottom of the bag because it's discharged, it's no fire risk then. Another thing I quite like about it is it's expandable, so this zip on the back here, if I unzip that, the bag gets much bigger, so I leave it unzipped for the most part because it's just a nice bag to carry. It's got a nice big thick strap that's padded. I'll be sad when that bag meets its end. One thing I have considered, I don't have it to hand, let me just see if I can get it. This is something I just thought of and it might be useful. So when I bought my new phone, it came with the headphones as you've seen. It's a new phone, it's over a year old now. But it also came with a Samsung Smart Tag. So this tag is, kittens are going mad behind me, it's GPS locatable, this tag. So if I put this in that bag and walk away from the bag, my phone pings and says, hey, you've left your, well, I can set it to, I don't currently have it set, but it'll say, hey, you've left your tag behind. The other thing I believe it can do is it can link to anybody else who's using a Samsung Smart Tag phone. So if I leave this and lose it completely, if someone then walks past this with a Samsung phone and Smart Tag enabled, which admittedly is going to be a lot less than the iPhone version of the same thing, but at least, you know, it's a possibility. It'll say, hey, you've left your bag here or there or everywhere. I read on the reviews someone went out and stayed in the Caribbean. They left, last minute they threw the tag in the bag like that. Get on holiday, get the luggage, they've got the wrong case. So like, how's this happened? And obviously because it's the Caribbean, there's lots of small islands, what had happened is the cases had got mixed up. Someone had taken their case and gone to a different island, but on the way of doing that, on the way to the hotel, they'd gone past someone with a Samsung phone and it had pinged them and told them where the case was, so they knew which island the case was on. I don't know if it's true, but I thought if that works for them, it could potentially work for me if I just leave my bag behind somewhere. So I might do that as well. Other than that, I may throw in, like, this is an old lens bag, but I usually throw things like that in just to store all the cables and stuff, and then the first day it's all neat and by the end it's a mess. But yeah, that's my kit. And as previously mentioned, I am still missing a pack of memory cards, which I've got somewhere around here, a USB charger, and I've definitely seen that since, in recent times, and the GoPro battery, which I can probably live without. We might pack a 4-way extension, UK extension as well, so we can plug in a US plug and then have 4 UK items plugged into the back of that, which you'll have seen in our previous vlogs if you watched them. So yeah, I mean, pretty good progress so far. Definitely needs a thinner, the road's going, some of the USB cables are going, the G7X may well stay, that GoPro handle's going, but you know, I'll show you again when it's all done, probably next week when we're starting to do the packing. I'm just trying to show you without showing any personal information. That's it, yeah, there's nothing on there. I do keep this list. Normally I keep it on pen and paper. This year I've decided to put it on our Orlando trip spreadsheet. And if you look at the bottom here, you'll see we started using this spreadsheet in June 2016, May 2017, May 2018, January 2019, November 2019, and now May 2022. I'll show you one from the previous years because I don't want to show the current year's one. But yeah, it has all of our itinerary in it. We keep part busyness, we keep what we're up to, any reservation numbers, that's an old one now, so it's not going to have passed. And yeah, we just keep an idea of what we're doing on there. And we've got these going back so we can refer to them for whatever reason. We very rarely do, but there you go. Anyway, with all that done, I'm going to have a minute. Because not only did I find all this stuff, but I cleaned out over there quite a lot and did quite a bit of hoovering around there and cleaned out around the back of the cupboards. Ponchos, they'll go in the camera bag at some point as well, and kittens definitely won't. I've been keeping track online of like the testing situation for the US on various forums. Kittens again. And there has been some people saying today that when they've been checking in, they've been told that the testing's not going to be lasting for very much longer. So fingers crossed. I mean, when I say this, I don't mean, we aren't suddenly going to go, oh, they're not going to test, so let's go out to the pub. We're staying isolated now for the rest of, until this holiday starts, regardless of whether we have to test or not, because the last thing we want to do is get ill the day before we go on the holiday and not be able to fly, because it wouldn't be right in our conscience to fly, It's just the anxiety of the test and the worry around things like false positives that plays on our minds just a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to get some lunch and have a sit down because my back's killing me.
Dun, dun, dun. Da-da.
Jammers home! Boom, 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 boom. Enjoy your curry, honey.
I will, thank you.
You had a nice day?
Yeah, it's been alright.
Good.
Went quick.
Smash.
It's my last Saturday.
Counting down the days now, eh?
Yeah. I've only got 3 more working days now. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's it. You've only got 3 more working days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
That was not well planned, was it?
No, well, it doesn't matter, does it?
Me, Fred. Well, I'm from home, so.
Yeah, not that we're not together.
So we got quite a lot of days together.
Yeah, next week. It's cool.
Over at the beer fridge. Dinner was lovely, by the way, but over at the beer fridge, I've just tapped the last pinter. This is the peach sour. Resting Peach Face, I think it was called. Absolutely lovely. But we also bought some more beers from Beer Sniffers. Little Creatures Pale Ale is an Australian beer. Now that's the company that's just sold, it's just closed, I think they're selling 2 small craft UK breweries that they bought out a few years ago, small, they're the bigger ones. Cigar City Frostproof is a Belgian style white. So before we go to Florida, let's have some Florida beers. These were cheap, these were like £2 because they are going out of date tonight. They'll be fine. Mine Haze Double IPA, Californian IPA, so we'll try that. That's the Maduro from the last round. But in the bag, hang on a second, I turn around here, on the table in the box we have some more bits. We have 2 more cans of Maduro. We have Nest Beer Amber Ale. So this is the Hitachino Japanese brewery Amber Ale. We have this one here, which is a red rice ale, which sounds really interesting. I got 2 of those because I thought Gemma would like that one too. And also, Flying Dog Gonzo Imperial Porter is a 10% porter. It never got weird enough for me, Hunter S. Thompson, of course, because he did the Gonzo journalism style, didn't he? So yeah, as another beer sniffers ordered, I think Monday or Tuesday at about 8 p.m. and it was with us by Wednesday or Thursday. It was like literally the day after, you know. But yeah, 5 litres of that to drink through, and also the Stormtrooper beers. So yeah, probably need to take it easy. Cheers. Good morning.
It is actually morning.
It is morning, yeah. We actually went to bed quite early last night, really, didn't
I'm
we?
shattered.
Yeah, we watched a terrible film.
My hours changed last week, didn't they? I had a different day off, and it completely threw me off.
You watched the new, what was it?
Venom. There was something about Carnage.
Yeah, we did.
It was Carnage as well.
I said watch is a strong word. It was on the TV while we were in the room.
Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. I'll be watching again.
So, what are we doing today?
It's your birthday.
Yay!
And we were hoping to sit in the garden, but it's raining.
Yeah.
So we are sitting in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make us some bacon in a minute. And you've got your birthday banners up and all your birthday cards.
Gemma bought me a pangolin birthday card. I'll show you in a bit. It's that good.
And I got you a kalimba.
Yeah, this is my birthday present. This is a kalimba. I'd mentioned getting one a while back, and then Gemma surprised me with one, so it's really nice. So the idea is, it's really pretty noise. Like, really relaxes me, that noise. Apart from when I'm playing it. It sounds like something's being ruined. But you can go online and find, like this is Beauty and the Beast. I can't do it one-handed, but it's... Hang on.
Do you want me to hold the camera?
Normally you do it two-handed, so I'm plucking them. You hold one hand on each side and play it. But yeah, I'm learning, and that's the basic one to learn on, so it's been fun. Thank you for that present, honey. I was really really surprised me. It was lovely. And
been upstairs for absolutely ages as well.
yeah, we were sort of crashed out on the bed upstairs, and I was playing it, and the kittens were running around like lunatics.
It's been upstairs for ages.
Oh, has it?
Hence
Okay.
why Reggie had chewed the box.
Yeah, there's a corner missing out the box. This is the box it actually comes in. Best gift for you. There's like a note on the side from the people who met them in China. It's quite sweet. And it also comes with like all your bits, like a little holder to store it in, and a little hammer to tune it, because mine, that note was out of tune, so I just tuned it, and you just tap them back and forth, and it adjusts the length, so then the tune adjusts. I just think it's a really relaxing noise.
It's a nice sound. Yeah, it's better than the automaton.
Yeah, the automaton is like I was saying to you, the automaton is a fun sort of gimmick gadget.
Yeah.
But it's really difficult unless you've got a good ear for music to actually play music on that one. So now all I need...
Much nicer sound.
Yeah, now all I need the ukulele, and I've got my full set.
Well, that was next year.
I might pick up a ukulele at some point, but this is like... It's something just so relaxing. I'll probably pop this on my desk at work when I get... Well, upstairs, and when I get stressed, I'll just play some kalimba.
It's a nice name as well.
Yeah, and it's... Like, so the guitar, I mean, I still play the guitar. I mean, I don't vlog it much, but I still play it.
That's easy just to pick up and play, isn't it?
Yeah,
You don't have to plug it into anything.
No, and it's not too loud.
No.
It's just quiet and calm, and just one note just sounds super relaxing. Isn't it? So thank you.
It's okay.
Anyway, I will let you get some bacon made.
Oh, thanks. I'm going to have my coffee first.
Yeah, of course, I'm only messing. Always get the last note wrong. So, talking what's for dinner. The butcher put a thing up, didn't he, saying they were doing tomahawks?
Yeah.
Which we have done in the past.
We did it for Valentine's Day last year.
Yeah, and so we decided to pick one up for my dinner. Weren't quite expecting it to be that big.
And they love, it's because they love me, that's why.
Yeah, that's why, isn't it? What are you having?
Nice try.
Looks amazing, that, doesn't it?
I know.
So
Look how thick it is.
yeah, are you going to sear this before you?
Yeah, you have to do it like in the pan first and then it goes in the oven, but I'm just using this to get some flavour on it.
Mm-hmm. Lovely.
And let it come to room temperature before I cook it.
And we'll be having that with boiled potatoes and some mushies.
Yeah, got mushrooms.
Dropping the top off the spices on the floor.
Herby new potatoes.
Lovely. Thank you very much, honey.
Thank me when I've cooked it.
Yeah, I will do. I think you want them eating it. Still not what you're sure
So
what you're having.
I need to look up how to cook it again.
Remind yourself.
Yeah, so I think it was like so many minutes on each side to get a good char on it, and then it went into the oven.
Yeah, it's
for so
usually a
long.
couple of minutes to jar it and sear the meat and then, yeah, oven it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we'll show you when it's done now. There is the finished article, cooked to perfection. Nicely charred on the outside, a little bit pink in the middle. And got some boiled potatoes and some garlic mushrooms. And also, the Stormtrooper Goon Squad beer.
The newest of the Stormtrooper beers.
Yeah. It's lovely, honey. Thank you very much.
That's okay.
Done good cooking. Slightly smoky living room because of the
Slightly.
the charring part. How much of this do you think we'll be able to eat?
I don't know. We couldn't eat it all last time, so.
I'd saved myself a little bit this time, so I'm quite hungry.
Yeah, we've not had a lot to eat today, have we?
And the kitten's being silly.
No, that was a pixie. Oh, that's my phone.
No, that was your fault.
That was a pull on my phone down.
Anyway, tuck-in time. Let's enjoy it. Well, we were talking earlier about having some left possibly for lunch tomorrow. But that was amazing. Thank you, honey.
I think I did too good a job.
You did a fantastic job. That was cooked to absolute perfection.
My second tomahawk, and you said it was better than the first.
Oh, yeah. The first was just I don't think it was you, I think it was the meat. The first was a little tougher.
Okay.
That one, like butter, you could cut it.
It was a lot thicker, that one.
Yeah.
I think it was cheaper than last time's as well.
Really? Okay.
I'm sure last time's was £25 and that was like 23.
Yeah.
But I know the butchers now, don't I? And they were like, when I went to pick it up yesterday, because I bought some other things as well, and I said, oh, I've got a tomahawk steak on hold for me. Oh, is that yours, is it? Oh, it's massive. I was like, oh my god, and it was one this thick.
Yeah, that was one of the best steaks I've ever had.
All the girls in work were like, oh my god, is Mark eating that? And I was like, no. I'm sharing it.
Thank you, honey.
That's okay, happy birthday.
Well, we had a nice lazy Monday morning. It's now 1:10 We've been up since about 9. But we're watching our 2019 November trip. So again, usual, making notes of what I can improve potentially for the next trip. What I might change. But yeah, it's good. Festival Fantasy Parade there as well. What are we doing for the rest of the day? Not much. Maybe get out in the garden for a little bit, yeah. The weather is dry but cloudy. So, Gemma has kept true to her word, and the first piece of random garden tat has arrived. Apparently the shells light up in the flower.
I think. Definitely the shells.
Definitely the shells, yeah, because one of the shells fell off, didn't it? We had to glue it back on. You know it's good quality tat when it falls apart before you've even used it. I think the fountain needs a clean. Plants have got some new growth on them. That one's really shooting up over there.
Yeah, that one is, isn't it? You can see all the new growth on the top, the green stuff.
And the birds pooed on it as well.
Oh yeah, it's under the tree, isn't
And
it?
we got weeds already sneaking in here. Look.
I know, I spotted them.
No new grass growth yet. Oh, actually there is new grass growth. I can see it there. Yeah, I suppose we should have put a line underneath it really, but it'll do. If we keep having trouble, we'll just put a liner down and throw some more over the top.
This one's got new growth like here.
Yeah.
Little leaves coming through here. Here.
Also, down here at these pots, the sunflowers have started to grow. And we also have one there as well, although to be honest, that looks like a sunflower as well. I wonder if she dropped a sunflower seed in here by accident. This one was supposed to be the lupins. We'll see what happens anyway. We'll see what we get when they grow. Bluebells are in flower now. They look nice. Those lanterns there, I did install some new hooks here. These are all now well dried on, and I also no more nails the post thing for the solar power thing to the wall there, because to be honest it's so strong we don't need to use screws, you know, you can just no more nail stuff to things. Back in the house, I'm back watching our trip again. Quick update on the packing. For some reason the moth papers are there. Those don't need to be there. Just need to go upstairs. Oops, sorry Pix. I found some more travel plugs. These ones are the ones I always used to use. Getting a bit old now, to be honest. That one's really tatty looking, but if it works, it works. There's my USB charger, the American one, that I picked up from, I think, Walgreens, like 3 or 4 years ago. I also managed to find some more GoPro accessories. What else was I missing? Still missing the memory cards. I have ordered another GoPro memory card. And I did find a GoPro mount to fasten GoPros onto tripods. Yes, and I have ordered a GoPro battery. So there's a few things coming in the post now. And I also ordered another one of those Samsung smart tags, because they're on half price at the minute, 15 quid. Breaking news, found the memory cards. There aren't actually many memory cards in here, but there is 128 in there. And some of these smaller ones for GoPro. They'll work fine in this camera with the adapters as well. That should do anyway. That's good news. Yeah, Gemma did a mark look in the cupboard over there, and that's where it was. So, yeah. So I just leave the GoPro battery. I've ordered a replacement GoPro battery, so it's not the end of the world. But if I could find that as well, then that's 3 GoPro batteries. But I'm probably not going to look for it now. Good morning. It is Tuesday. Gemma is in work, but I do have an extra day off today. So I am using that to relax a little bit, because I didn't sleep too great last night. Yeah, wasn't the best night's sleep I've ever had. I'm a little bit tired, a little bit lacking in the old energy today. I've been out in the garden for a little bit, just had a wander around, checked on things, plants and stuff. I put the trail camera out last night because I was kind of hopeful that maybe we'd get the hedgehog again, but I haven't seen it yet. So I have put it back out there, so if it happens tonight, then maybe we'll pick it up then. Plus, it'll pick up any birds who visit the bird bath as well, because I've noticed we've had a few, mainly pigeons, just sat in the bird bath, but there's been crows down there and things like that as well, so that should be interesting to look at if I can get any footage of them. Well, so much for me relaxing. Sounds like an earth mover has just kicked in outside and some roadworks are going on. Fantastic. Well, let's mow the lawn so it makes it look like we've done something with our day off. Oh, there's a kitten though. Not sure which one that one is, because we've got 2 tabbies in the area. We've got one that we think, yeah, it's our neighbour's cat, that. Next door but 2 or 3. He's a very cute cat. He's actually a little bit tame as well, he will sometimes come to you for pets. Anyway, distracted because of the lawn. I'm trying to put it off. Let's get it done. Told you he was fairly tame. He's let me wander over and say hello to him. And we're done. I gave it a good scalping because we won't be able to do it again now for probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I would have liked to have kept it to grow through May to get the flowers so the birds and the bees could, well, the bees could pollinate the flowers, but if I'd have left it in May I wouldn't have been able to mow it easily in June. It was already quite long. I missed this bit here because I can't be bothered moving these statues, and it won't grow too much because it's in the shed. And also the green bin's now full, so the one half of it I had to do with it's just mulched into the ground. I'm actually going to pick Gemma up in a bit. We're going to pick the shopping up, and then I'm going down to town. A friend of mine from school, funnily enough, is in town and invited me out. Like, he was asking if I wanted to go for a drink or something like that, and I said, look, I can't because I'm going on holiday. The amount of things I've missed out for this holiday, you know. I did see my family, so that was good. You know, we didn't go out into town or anything like that. But yeah, this is another thing anyway. But, you know, yeah, these things happen. But what I will be doing, rather than going into like a restaurant or anything like that, I said to him, we'll just go for a walk, because it's summer, it's spring. It's warm, relatively. But we can have a little walk around on the docks and stuff. So I don't know if I'll film anything of that, because we'll probably be catching up, because we haven't seen each other for probably 10 years. So, but yeah, it should be fun. I'll let you know how I get on when I get back. Anyway, I'm going to put the camera down, comb my wig, and have a wash, and then go and pick Gemma up. Hello, honey. I'm back from my little walk in town. Had a nice evening chatting to my friend. And you cooked us a nice dinner to come back to, didn't you? We also got the beer of the week, which is Frostproof by Cigar City, but we'll try that in a bit. We're going to eat our tea first, and we're just watching Kyle cheat teas. You trying the beer then, hon?
A full flavoured yet delicate beer boasting orange peel and coriander, additions to a Belgian-style white base.
Pixie wants some.
She can't have this, she's not old enough. It tastes the orange.
Very crisp, isn't it, for wheat beer? Very fresh. I think Blue Moon, well, most people probably know Blue Moon. It's like that, but it's got more flavours to it. Yeah, more orange, and it's got that nice wheat flavour to it. Yeah, it's really pleasant. That's solid. Maybe up to a 4. That actually, I could definitely session a couple of them. What do you think?
A 4?
What do you think?
A 3.75.
No, yeah, the one with the 0.75. Yeah, I think it's a 4. It's lovely. Well, Wednesday brings my last 2 items that I ordered. GoPro battery, which means I'll probably find a GoPro battery that I was missing now. And also the smart tag. I can demonstrate this now, really. So they're on my phone. I have keys connected. Where are my keys? If I've lost my keys, what happens? I go into the app and select. I go view map. And I can't show you on the map for obvious reasons. But on the map it'll show me exactly where my keys were. Oh no, they're in the house somewhere. Well, I'm not going to be able to find them because they've fallen down the couch. Tap the button on here that says ring. And it beeps. So there we go. So I'll not lose my keys again. So the only thing now is if I lose my phone, I can't find my keys in my wallet. But actually, I've not configured this one to do this, but the one in my wallet, if I double tap that, it rings my phone. But as far as for the holiday, I think I might put one of those tags in Gemma's bag and one of those tags in my bag. And if we go into the parks and one of us misplaces our bags, those should ping and let us know. So from a Pixie, who's giving you rubs and snuggles. We'll see you in the next vlog. Bye. Bye bye, Pixie.